Hello Capricorn, welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you're connecting with on a romantic level. What it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. For some of you, you may have been in a relationship. This could have been in the past. It could also be a current relationship. For others of you, this could be an individual who you have found yourself in a situationship with. So you guys are in a situationship. Don't know where it's headed. For others of you, this could be someone that you've met, and you know there's a whole lot of energy there, a lot of chemistry, but no one's really speaking up. And there's a need here in this connection to open up, to get to know each other better. For those of you who are new, my method of reading is just slightly different. I do have the ability of channeling through my higher intuitive self to get the answers that I need while I do these readings. I do not channel through any spirit guides. I never have. I have certain reasons for that. At the end of this reading, I do channel Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel to provide you with some advice based on what comes up today. All right. We have here, first card's the strongest, power, followed by challenge, growth, selfhood, synthesis, order, beliefs, surrender. Under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme, we have cycles. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Capricorn, there are certain things about you that I don't tell you how you make me feel. A part of me feels emotionally vulnerable and weak in the knees whenever I think about you. Here, I have understood now that you are temptation. You define temptation, and you make me feel powerless because I see you as someone who is powerful. These feelings that I have, sometimes I feel there's a little bit of alpha in you that's too much. I feel you're a little dominating. And yes, I know you're the go-getter. And I know you're the leader, the one who's confident, the one who initiates everything. But even though you may be that alpha personality, I do want to get to know you more. I admire it. For me, it's not a bad thing. This entire situation, though, it's become very challenging for me. Things are no longer what they used to be. This challenge for me is complicated. The connection that we have, it's certain things about it are very problematic, complicated. And I can't find a solution to the problem. This is a problem that I just can't solve. A riddle that can't be solved. But the only way I think I can move forward is by learning more about you. Something I never did before. I thought I knew you, and it turns out I never really knew you at all. Not the way I truly should have. Certain things have happened. Certain things have changed. So much in my life, I thought I knew, I thought I could I thought I could challenge you on certain things, but I realized that no, I am the one who is weak. Everything in this connection happened very fast, I feel. I didn't really get to know you. But now I want to take a step back and actually learn more about you. What you were like when you were young. What makes you happy? What makes you sad? What are your plans for the far future? However, it's difficult for me now to connect with you in this way because I see that you are a little defensive. I see you now as somebody who is so independent, self-reliant, self-sufficient that you don't need me, you don't need anybody. The problem is, a long time ago, I thought I had you in my life. And I knew you back then. But you have become the person you are now because of the actions that I took. You reacted to my actions, and anybody in your place would have done the same. Now you are guarded. Once bitten, twice as shy. I find it very challenging, Capricorn, to reach out to you and to be with you the way that I have desired. I see that you've changed, and I don't know how to tackle this change. But the only reason you changed is because of the way I treated you. This is your way of protecting yourself. The things that I have said and done, there are many things that have been hidden behind the scenes. In the shadows of this forest, I have held secrets deep, not sharing them with you. But now I want to tell you everything that's in my heart, in my mind. And yet, I am confused about this. There is a lot of confusion. I need to make a choice. I need to make a difference. I want to move either forwards, backwards, left, or right. A part of me, you see, wants to move in one direction. But I find that I'm stuck. I find that I cannot. Everything around me, it surrounds me. And I feel restricted because I cannot see the proper way out. My issue is that what if I do make a move and I make the wrong move? Then we're stuck. I'm stuck, and I've, again, made another mistake, and I want to avoid such things. I want, going forward, for there to be more transparency, more clarity, more honesty. This is something that I have to practice. And I do know that in this connection, you and I, we don't see eye to eye. We are not on the same page. We have a lot of differences. My mindset is different versus yours. Our backgrounds are different. The way we think. You were born and brought up in a very different way, and so was I. No, we don't see things on the same page, and we have our opinions, we have our differences. And that's exactly why I want to learn to get to know you more. I want to grow and get to learn more about you, because there are so many differences between us. I want to move forward in this connection, but I can't because I feel as if there's certain things about you that are so deep that I need to find and express myself to you in a very genuine and authentic way. This is why I feel now that I have surrendered to you. I have surrendered my mind, my heart, my body to you. Certain things that I have gone through, certain things that I've put you through. I feel a sense of belonging where I belong to you and you belong to me. Overall, so much has happened between you and I. And everything that has happened, I feel that I'm obsessing over you. I'm obsessing over the situation. And I can't stop thinking about you. For now, I have tried to keep my distance because I feel that you deserve better. I feel that you deserve someone who can love you the way that you should be loved. Someone that you can really relate to. Although a part of me deep down feels that if you lead, I would follow. I want to learn more about you. I want to grow with you. And I don't want these differences to exist any longer. I want us to be on the same page. Finally, once and for all. All right. Capricorn. Interesting. These are very different cards. I've probably not come across this combination before. But it's almost as if deep down this person really does want you. Capricorn, your person of interest wants you. But there's so much that has happened that they are doubting that anything they may do, they're doubting that it'll work out. They don't want to make a mistake, so they're not making a move. Some of you may wonder, why is this person so stuck? They're just stagnant. There's no movement, no progress. Why is that the case? It's literally because they are afraid of moving forward in that way. All right. I have here the Lover's Path Tarot. So with this deck, what I like to do is have a look a little bit into the past. In this connection, something happened. Things were going great. They were going uphill. Everything was perfect, but then something happened and everything started to crumble. What happened? What was on this person's mind at the time in the past? The first set of cards you just saw, that was the current situation. Here, we have something that may have happened in the past that has caused the disruption in this connection. Okay. I can tell you for a small portion of you, this person wasn't faithful. They were hanging out with a lot of feminine energy. Could be male as well. But a lot of feminine energy. And even drinking or having fun in that sort of way. This is just for a small portion of you. Now, these cards I do read in the reverse. Let's have a look. Princess of Staffs and the Three of Cups. I see right now, I'm just having a little vision. I see someone who is waiting for their person of interest to come home, but the person of interest is out partying with others. Now, either the person at home knows about this, that they're partying with others, or maybe they don't. But I do see here somebody who's waiting for someone else to return from outside, and this is at night. And they're just waiting and they're really upset. They're waiting on a sofa. They're sitting on a sofa. Okay. In the dark. They don't even have the lights on. It's very depressing and upsetting. Okay, let's have a look here. We have the Princess of Staffs as well as the Three of Cups. The Princess of Staffs here talks about too much energy and not enough doing. not enough focus, ideas and messages that fizzle out after initial enthusiasm. Wow. So you are dealing with somebody who was very young and they don't show that sense of responsibility. They had too much energy and they're not doing enough and they were not focused enough. They had a lot of ideas and messages needed to be shared, but everything fizzled out after the initial enthusiasm. Everything fizzled out. So what does that mean? That's like you get pop. You open it up, it's nice and exciting, the bubbly, and then after a few hours, it's completely flat. That's the problem here. We also have here how this was an inexperienced young person who may be very passionate, but not very experienced. Now, this card, guys, this can go both ways, okay? Because of the type of energy we have right now. Some of you may be viewed by this person as this. Okay, so there's two stories here. This person may have felt that you were the one who was very young and vibrant, young in the sense that not in age, but your mindset, the way you think. They thought you were inexperienced and that you had a lot of passion, but you didn't have a lot of experience. You were inexperienced, a young person who may have been very passionate, but you lacked the experience when it came to real connections. This is what they feel about you, but it could also be vice versa. Your person of interest may also be very young, either in age or they're just inexperienced, or maybe they are immature. They may have had a lot of energy that was scattered here, there, and everywhere. They may have had a lot of ideas, but as soon as they would have an idea, they may start something, but it wouldn't get finished. So this is interesting. This does talk about the Princess of Staffs being in that sort of energy, new ideas, communication, and enthusiasm, but now we're reading the reverse. So it's a lack of ideas, a lack of communication, and not really feeling very enthusiastic about anything. Here we also have the Three of Cups. Now this is your person of interest. This is not one of those cards that can switch the energy. The Three of Cups. Let's have a look. The Three of Cups is a huge card. I do find this to be not so great in the reverse. It talks about overindulgence, procrastination. The card suggests that it's time to get back to work. Here we have a lack of satisfaction and not finding peace between family generations or enemies or friends. Celebrating with women, with the feminine energy, possibly a feast. Now, possibly a feast. This could also be partying, drinking. This is feminine energy here. The issue here is that your person of interest was overindulging. Not only were they overindulging, but they were also procrastinating. That is a problem. You see, a part of them is immature. A part of them is not very focused. But then also they're overindulging and they're procrastinating. You're dealing with an energy here who is very young, very youthful, very immature and very inexperienced, but it also shows that there's a lack of commitment. I'm not seeing commitment here with this type of energy. That's a problem. All right. Let's have a look at any actions, any plans, any intentions your person of interest may have towards you. Let's see. Oh, Seven of Cups. Not bad. We have the Star. And equally as good, we have here Judgment. Very nice. Major Arcana again. You have a peekaboo card. The Hermit. Very nice. Good. The Hermit is always good. I love having the Hermit. Because with that, yes, there's going to be distance, but it also means your person of interest is finally starting to think about things. Become wiser. That's what they want to do. Here we have the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups here talks about how your person of interest, remember you just had the word procrastinating before? Well, this card also talks about procrastination. So there's definitely an individual here with the key word procrastination. Your person of interest daydreams a lot. They know that certain things should be happening. Certain things should be progressing in a certain way. However, this person is not putting in the time, energy, or effort that is needed to make that happen. We have here a lot of distractions around this individual. There's a lot of temptation, a lot of things that they can do, but they're just not doing it. We also have here the Star. This talks about how in this connection, there's this admiration your person of interest has towards you. Now, either some of you may be famous in your own way, in your own rights. You may be famous. You may be really good at a hobby. You may be so perfect at your job that you're just recognized. At the end of the day, this does talk about your person of interest really admiring you. This person still has a lot of temptation around them, and they know that the focus is you, but they're also not able to make up their mind and focus. However, what they do think about is how wonderful you are. So it's like they disregard whatever they do or whoever they are, and all they do is think about you, which is sweet, but that doesn't really help the situation now, does it? We have here with the Star card and you have here Wheel of Fortune too, so it's interesting how they're daydreaming here. They are not putting in the effort that is required to be in this connection or to have a committed connection. They're not putting in the effort. I see here with the Star card, beautiful. We have two jugs, both full of water. One is being poured out and a pond has been created. Now the other is being poured out and they are just streams. This pond is you. The streams here is your person of interest. Eventually what happens, that is going to land back into the pond. It's going to attach itself. It's going to join the pond. And what happens there, the both of you are together. That is the hope. That is the desire that this person has in their heart. That fate and destiny is going to be on my side. And yes, I will be with my Capricorn. And nobody can stop it. That's what this person feels. They feel instinctively. I don't know if you guys have ever experienced it, but I have seen firsthand and never experienced it, but what they talk about, dumb luck. Dumb luck. God and the universe, the angels, really do have to take care of people that are sometimes a little out there. They don't pay attention. They're not mindful to their surroundings. And everything will work out for them because they just need that little extra love and extra care from the universe. That dumb luck. What I'm seeing is this person has the universe working for them, even though they're so out of it. I mean, the person here, they're lying down, they're daydreaming, right? They're having fun sometimes, going out, partying, whatever. They may have their, they have their ups, they have their downs. They are down sometimes because I do see here that they're procrastinating, but it doesn't make somebody feel good. Why does somebody procrastinate, guys? Because they don't want to do the inevitable. Something's going to happen and they have to reach that end goal, but they're afraid of it. There's fear here. There's fear of the inevitable. What's going to happen in the end? This is exactly why this person procrastinates. It's not that they do it because they like procrastinating. Nobody truly likes procrastinating. It's just that they're not able to because there is hesitation. What is reality going to look like? What is life going to be like? Instead, what they do here is they're trying to manifest. And I'm seeing that it's working. That's why I'm saying the word dumb luck. It's working. Like this person, whatever they're trying to manifest with the pure heart that they have here. Yeah, I see that the universe is kind of being molded in their way. But it's a lesson. This person's very youthful, very immature, and it's a lesson that they are learning, and it's going to happen slowly and organically. It's not going to happen overnight. We have here a second chance. This person wants a second chance. What's interesting with this card is that the second chance is supposed to now have more honesty, more transparency. There needs to be compromise. But whatever happens in this person's life, they feel that it is very important that the resurrection of this connection has more transparency than ever before, more honesty than ever before. And that's beautiful. That's the way all relationships should be. We have here the Wheel of Fortune. Again, we're talking about fate, destiny. Your person of interest here feels that someday, some way, we will meet again. And they believe it. In the meantime, I love this card, Hermit. Beautiful. In the meantime, they are taking a step back. They force themselves into isolation, force themselves into loneliness, simply to see, why is it I do the things that I do? Why do I treat Capricorn like this? Why did I do this? Commitment. I'm seeing the word commitment. Why can't I commit? What's wrong with me? Why do I procrastinate? Why am I not reliable? Why am I not dependable? That's what this person is feeling. And that's exactly it. This person was not reliable. They were not dependable. You're wondering what the hell's wrong with this person. They wanted a connection, Capricorn, for the sake of having a connection. They didn't really know the time, energy, and effort. Yeah, the blood, sweat, and tears that really do go into an authentic connection. They did not know this. But now, with the Hermit card, they are taking a step back, retreating, distancing themselves from the everyday world to regain balance, to know what their relationship is like with themselves versus what it's like with others. And why do they do the things that they do? They don't like it anymore. That's why they want to gain wisdom. After this card comes wisdom. We also have here the Two of Pentacles. It does appear that your person of interest here, they are juggling many things. They are busy. It's hard for them to keep track. It's hard for them to do certain things in a certain way because there's too much happening all at once. So it feels here to me that this person is juggling multiple things. The problem with that, and yes, that's exactly why. You remember before the energy was scattered, right? The Princess of Staffs, I think it was. Their energy was scattered, and that's exactly it. That's exactly why, because they're doing all these things at once, but the quality isn't there. They're not able to focus on anything because their energy is scattered. Cross-watcher, if you're watching, try to focus. Try to see what you can let go. If there are certain responsibilities or tasks somebody else can do, give it to someone else to do. If you can delay it, if you can cancel it, have a look at that. All right, I have here Archangel Answer cards. I'm just going to do a quick prayer. Okay, let's have a look at what the angels have to say about this connection. Yes! You have a yes, and you have here ask for help from others. So these messages are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. No. What's that for? Oh, okay. No, there's no need to worry. Some of you are worrying. Because yes, there's going to be a peaceful resolution, but here's the but. A year from now. Some of you are rolling your eyes. Some of you just sat back on your chair because that's not what you wanted to hear. The overall arching theme, guys, is a year from now. So that is huge. This does mean that there's going to be some major changes. We have to keep in mind we have a person who's turned into the Hermit. And after the Hermit, comes wisdom. After wisdom comes strength. And that's when the person reaches out. Here we have first card, the strongest. Yes, with an exclamation mark. Yes, there is going to be a peaceful resolution. I see here a good balance, an equal give and take here. We have the sun, we have the moon, we have the dove in the middle. So this definitely shows me a good positive outcome. That's why you have the yes. In the meantime, they're suggesting here that you ask for others for help regarding this situation. There's two stories here, two scenarios. Asking for others for help, and somebody might introduce you to somebody brand new. And that's okay. There's already multiple fates and destinies written for you. You're just the actor or actress. Just pick which branch you want to go on and stick with it. If you want to hop on to a different branch, go ahead. That's perfectly okay. Don't feel that this person is the end-all be-all, okay? Because if you've been through a lot, it might not be healthy for you to be with this person. That's exactly why the angels here are suggesting to ask for help from others. This could be friends, family members, people that you trust. When we have here, there's something better. There's either the situation, because of these people that you're going to talk to, either your situation is going to improve with your person of interest, or two, either you're going to basically let go of that person that you're with, your person of interest, and you're going to find somebody better. So either it's something better or someone better. And it could be that someone better comes into your life while your person of interest is still in hermit mode and they're still trying to become wiser. But that's totally up to you. Here we have wait. They do want you to wait. They don't want you to rush. No, there's no need to worry. Because yes, there's going to be a peaceful reconciliation. A peaceful resolution to this connection. However, Capricorn, the overall arching theme is a year from now. Now, if you saw this last year, it simply just means that the time isn't right. This deck only goes up to a year from now. This particular card, it does indicate 1 year, but it could be from now until the next few months that lead up to a year. So it's not like, the 9th month, boom, everything just starts. No, it's a gradual process, right? That's the way people are. We're not on-off switches, right? It doesn't work like that. This person's transforming from the hermit and then becoming wiser. They're learning things. Remember, this person was somebody who's very inexperienced and immature in a way, right? They're very scattered. So here, your person of interest is going to go through a lot, pretty big transformation, and eventually what they want to do is be that individual who can make things right, but it is going to take some time, which is exactly why Capricorn. Go out, meet some old friends, talk to them about your issues, no problems, just talk to people that you trust, and you got the wait card. Eventually, things are going to work out, I see, because this is a beautiful card to have. There's something better or there's someone better that's going to enter your life. All right, guys, that is your reading, Capricorn. Let me know in the comments below if any of this has resonated. I do read the comments, and I do try to reply as much as I can. Please tell me your stories if any of this has resonated with you, because I sometimes use that information. It's very inspirational and motivating for me to create content on my other channel, Asnointia Audio, and that is on YouTube. You can see the link below. Just recently, actually, I just uploaded a new video, and I hope you guys can have a look at that. I encourage you to have a look at that. It's called, well, the gist of it is letting go and moving on. And that is a topic that a lot of people, they struggle with. How to let go, how to move on. Why should I let go? Why should I move on? I've covered all of that. It's 2 parts, so please have a look at that as well. The videos on my other channel are absolutely free, just like this video, this channel, for example. I don't charge anything for it, so please do have a look. That's just informational stuff I have there for you. I also have other videos on relationship-related advice. I have one on past life. Well, I have one on negative energies and how to recognize and remove such things from your life. And I also have quite a few on spiritual connections. So these are past life related. This is spiritual connections, twin flames, soulmates, karmic partners, things like that. Have a look at that as well. Now, if some of you are interested in love readings, yes, I do love readings, please visit my website, www.asnointia.com. Go to the rates and packages section and you will see what is available currently. I do love readings. I also help get rid of negative energies. I have the ability of having a look remotely around your aura, inside of your body, in your home, and I tell you what you have, how many you have, and I teach you how to get rid of all this stuff from your life, because it's important to be able to manifest, but you can only manifest if you have no obstacles. If you have the obstacles, which are the negative energies, it will not allow you to manifest. They take over. I have some self-help guides over there, some packages that you can have a look at, and of course I do past life package. I do have descriptions for all of them. I encourage you to have a look at the description, read it through, and if you're interested in it, definitely you can place an order. I also encourage you, Capricorn, that as soon as you see this video, try to be the first one to place an order, because they do get filled up fast. And it really kind of, I feel for you when I'm unable to be there for you. But it does get filled up fast, and I can only do so many throughout like the month, because I also have my day job. So that takes a little bit of my time, plus these readings too, and the other channel. I'm all over the place. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Please do like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you guys again. Take care. Stay safe. Bye now.